Right, that last bit of the video was meant to be the end, but I don't know if you can see this, but this is a box, and I am actually on the way to the post office as we speak. Now, I'm going to use this time just before I get to the post office to answer just a couple more of your questions. Let me just zoom in on the phone slightly. Now, the first question was, can you rotate the phone 360 degrees? I believe you can. I haven't tried it, but let's just give it a shot with one of the pictures that I took over the weekend. Let me just get a picture up for you. So here's a picture of Canary Wharf. I'll now rotate it that way, and you can see that that's sort of showing up. Let's rotate it completely upside down. And no, it doesn't appear to. Let's try it that way. Nope. Let's try it back again. How about that? So it only appears to rotate, at least in the HTC album, that way and that way. It doesn't seem to like doing it this way. Also, somebody asked me, does the trackball flash when you miss a call? It does. It seems to flash white when you miss a call, and sort of blue when you get a text message. So that's what we've got on there. Somebody also wanted to see a bit more about texting. Now, let me just get my little prop for this. I'm going to use a pair of scissors. I know it's a bit low tech, but I've got to cover up my numbers because I haven't prepared this, and I really do want to show this to you before I hand the phone back. Let me just load up my text message interface. I'll just press messages off the first screen. I'm going to cover up the numbers with this rather decorative scissor here. Now if I go into a text message here, let's load that up. We can see the text messages, and they're sort of broken up into days. I'm going to apologise in advance for this rather tacky method of showing you messages. But let's just here I've got a junk text message, one of these free text messages that comes through that we all hate getting. Free iPod. So I'm going to reply to this junk message because it says text stop to leave. So I'm just going to reply to this junk message and say STOP. And again, it's like I mentioned before, it auto-corrects. If you mash the keyboard and get the wrong letters, it guesses what word you want, and 90% of the time it's correct. So I can flip it round there, and I can use the slightly larger keyboard. So I like that. I'm going to send that, so I can drop the keyboard down and press send. And you do get sort of grouped, let me just press send again, I don't think it's gone. You do get a grouped messaging interface here, so you can see there's a picture of me, and it says me, stop. And you can see that yesterday it's actually in a different frame. So let's just squeeze it around that way again. Let's just try that 360 degrees. No. It looks like it's designed, HTC have designed it so that you have to have the trackball under your right thumb. You can't have it under your left thumb if you want, in the widescreen format. I'm also running out of battery on that camcorder, so we'll have to be really quick now. So you can see it's broken up into two different frames there, so it keeps the messages nice and organised. So I'm just going to go off screen again and go back. Here's one other question we've got. Can you have different backgrounds for different pages? I don't believe you can, but let me just try. If we go into settings, I'm just going to scroll to the right. We've got the one background there. Let's just go down into settings here. And we've got social networks, my location, loads of different things that you can do here. Personalise, I'm going to go into home wallpaper. And you can also set a lock screen wallpaper, which is quite nice actually. I do like that. So you can choose a different backdrop for when the screen locks. And when you instantly click it, it goes into your albums, and you can choose a picture for that. But to go back to the original question, home wallpaper. Whilst I'm doing this, by the way, I must just mention, well, actually I've just got to show you, this is the gallery of wallpapers that HTC have provided, but you can use your own. See there, I chose home wallpaper, and it says, do you want to use your own albums or the wallpaper gallery? And I said, let's use the wallpaper gallery because it looks very nice. So let's choose this sort of blue smoke effect. I'll choose that, and then you just press home, and then it does change all of your backdrops to that. So if we do settings on here, and we go personalize home wallpaper, I'm going to choose my own album. Whilst it's loading this, I've got to mention the Google Maps that I showed you in the just earlier. It is meant to hold the back screen on. I've actually found within the application settings it is meant to do that, but I don't believe it's doing it purely because this is an early version of the handset again. We've got this now, it's the 5th of July, 6th of July today, and it's not going to be coming out by the looks of it until the end of this month. So it does look like this isn't the final version of the handset, but it does give you a flavour of what's to come. So let's choose this picture of my garden, and I want that as my backdrop. There you go, there's my shed and the flowers around it. Setting that as the wallpaper, please wait. This is off my SD card. On the top left, by the way, you can see I've missed a phone call. That's what that little logo is. And then again, when you slide around, it slightly moves your backdrop, so it gives you a feeling that you are actually moving, not just the front panel, but the background is moving as well, just like the horizon would if you turned a corner. So you can't do that. Is it possible to actually visit a common Flash website like YouTube and play one of the videos, just to see it from a different perspective? Let's try that. I did have an HSDPA signal at the start of this video, but now I don't. But that's always typical of these videos. I always do them on the fly, just so I can get your responses and get your questions back. So let's go to YouTube. Now you can see there, it guesses what I want already. I've gone to YouTube before and it's popped up a selection, so I'll just go, right, that's the one I want, YouTube. What I've found with YouTube on here, it goes to m.youtube.com, and then it will display the mobile version of YouTube, which then loads up videos in the inbuilt YouTube player. So if I click on this singing ladies thing, we get the HTC Flash player pop up, and it loads, and then we should see the YouTube logo down here. I've got somebody on the comments that seems intent on just throwing abuse at me about, do you sleep in your car? Do you live in your car? Basically, I have a day job as well as the website, as well as having a family, and time is short, unfortunately. So to get this done and to upload it and to get comments responded to does take time. And so the only time I have is when I'm on a lunch break, and this is it. So this is my lunch break in reality. You can see there it's loading up the YouTube video. If I didn't have a really bad GPRS signal, that would be showing you the YouTube video now. So you can see that it breaks out of the browser when it tries to display a YouTube video. I have tried, I think if you're asking about the Flash compatibility, I have tried that on other websites, like big Flash games websites, and it does seem to have a few issues with hefty Flash files, you know, really intensive Flash files, but the majority of the Flash images will be displayed properly. Somebody wanted to see more of GChat. I've got lots of screenshots, by the way, to come on coolsmartphone.com. Somebody else wanted to see an example of the photos that have been taken with a 5 megapixel camera. Again, I've got more, and that'll be on coolsmartphone.com. Somebody else wanted to see Google Maps and the what's it called? Obviously you get the location. I'm trying to think of the compass functionality. I couldn't actually see any compass functionality within Google Maps here. I mean, it's showing me I can do my location, I can do, I could see a bit more about it, I can change the map mode, but I didn't seem to have any compass functionality. Strangely enough, now we've got 3G coverage. So let's just see what I was going to show you. Oops, I've just turned the handset off, I keep doing that. Let's go back, home. We'll scroll to the right here. You can see there, by the way, once you've added in a bookmark, it will take a little tiny screenshot of the bookmark, of the page that you've bookmarked. So when you go back to it again, you can see instantly, without even reading the little description, what site you've bookmarked, which is fantastic. GChat, somebody wanted to see GChat, so here's a Google Talk, as it's called now, and you can sign in here. I'm signing in on GPRS, so that will take about 5 minutes. Again, like any phone, don't penalise the HTC Hero because it's running a bit slow here. This is because it's got GPRS signal, and I'm in a very bad signal area at the moment, so you can see there's not much signal at all. Somebody else has said, I've not always liked the cameras that HTC give you. Is it me, or could they do a better job with it? I'll let you in on a bit of insider information, because I did ask the guys at HTC when these were being released, and they are aware that they do need to improve the camera quality. This camera's quite good, but as usual it struggles slightly in lower light, but the 5 megapixel gives sufficiently good pictures in the outdoor environment. So here we go, this is me. I've got no friends by the looks of it. I'm Billy No Mates, as that person on the YouTube comments would like to state over and over again. And I apparently sound like Alan Partridge, which is lovely. I don't think I do. Back on the net. So here we go. We've got all my friends here. I can click that. Let's just hide my friends, because they're going to be calling me up and saying, why have you done that? Add a friend. You can send chat invitations in there, and you can chat to people online. Unfortunately, again, because of time restrictions, I can't show you that, but it works rather well. Somebody else wanted me to show how pictures are uploaded to like Flickr and to Facebook. Now, I've been doing this quite a lot over the weekend. You'll see over the pictures, I've uploaded a few pictures from London. So here we go. Let's go to my let's get rid of this. I don't want the weather forecast anymore, because it's saying it's raining, and I'm well aware. So let's remove that. I don't want the weather forecast on that particular screen. Let's click and hold. I'm going to say HTC widget. I'm going to say photo album. Thank you very much. I'm going to select that one. You might remember that lady from when we first heard about this handset, and when we first heard about the press release. She was on the front of the press release information. So we're going to go into camera shots, and that will then display on there. So once you've taken a photo, here you can see it's loading a picture of Canary Wharf. I can scroll down. There's the O2. That's a quite nice picture. I like that. So let's press and hold on that. Oh no, let's not do that, because that drags it around. Let's click it once. It loads the picture as well as the other pictures, so you can scroll nicely between them. Again, I can do that, and I can switch to landscape mode if you want, like that. We can press that to take another photo. We can press this to there you go. I'll just show you what it does, because I've forgotten, if I'm honest, what it does. To go into sort of a file selection mode, which we were already aware of, so I'm going to go back. But if I've just taken a photo, I tap the photo in question, and I press this sort of circular thing here, down here, with the arrows pointing left and right when it's loaded off my SD card. Again, I should mention here that I have over 2,000 photos on my SD card, and it does take a while to load. You can view an individual photo like that and flick it around. Again, it's not totally 360 degrees. You can press menu from here, and you can share it directly if you wish. You can set it as a slideshow, you can set it as your backdrop, you can rotate it, You can crop it, you can do loads of different funky things with the picture. I'm going to press share. Now it'll load up the services that I can share it with. I can share it with Facebook, with Flickr, with Google Mail, with HTC Mail, with my messages, with Peep, and it will automatically put it onto Twitter for me, and that's Peep at Twitter, Picasa, so on and so on. What I've been doing a lot is putting it onto my Flickr gallery, which you can see if you go to www.flickr.com/photos/gears, and you'll see all these photos. I just literally type in a description for the photo, the dome. Oh, if I put a space in, that would look a lot better, wouldn't it? Let's go back one. You can use a trackball, by the way, to do that. By the way, if you need to do little alterations here, you can scroll between each letter, and then you press, drop the keyboard down and press upload, which I'm not going to do now because I've actually already uploaded this picture, and you can see a picture directly from the camera on Flickr. But that's how easy it is to upload. Now, somebody else has asked, can you set a widget to automatically show calendar events as a list on the main screen like Windows Mobile? Let's try that actually. Let's. I'm just going to bring this phone away from the camera just for a short moment because I need to delete something which I've just spotted, which I don't particularly want to be showing on here. Now let's press on there, or I can press the add button. Let's try that. HTC widget calendar. Now there's that type of calendar, or there's this type of calendar. So you can have a little tiny thing showing you what's happening today or tomorrow. So it's a little tiny preview of what's occurring. So that's that. Does the phone lag much when loading a web page for the first time? Again, it relies on your network speed really. And let's go to the browser. There isn't that much of a lag. It does depend heavily on your connectivity. I'm going to go to browser now. I'm going to go to menu. I'm going to press that. Let's go to bbc.co.uk. I've never been to this site before. This is on GPRS. I'm just going to show you the speed through an incredibly slow internet connection. In fact, an incredibly droppy internet connection as well. Please, is the email both push and Outlook compatible? Many thanks. I believe so. Again, whilst this is loading, I did show earlier on, let me just come away from the screen again in case, yeah, we've got Microsoft Exchange Active Sync, and we can press that. I'll just show you this again. You can put in your details here and your password here, click next, and it's moaning about the wrong password, and you put in the Exchange server name, Exchange password, let's fill in the actual field, so I can try and get it a bit further. It's moaning already because you see it's fairly intelligent. It knows that that's not really a server address, FFGB, but you put in your Exchange server details, so you can set up Exchange. You can set up POP3 as well. So you put in your name, your password, click next, and again it's fairly intelligent. It's moaning that that's obviously not a username and that's not an email address. Be serious. So we can do that. We'll go back to the browser, see if the BBC News website's loaded on there. So there we go. It's loaded fairly quick. I mean, this is a GPRS connection after all. And you can scroll up and down. The trackball automatically highlights links for you, whereas you can use your finger just to quickly scroll up and down, and then the trackball takes up this slack with the links, choosing the links. And of course you can do that zooming stuff. Not on this page because this is the BBC mobile version of the site. Can emails from more than one address, e.g. personal and also work email addresses, be automatically downloaded to a widget on the main screen, or can you only choose one address? Unfortunately I haven't got time to do that one. Could you go on a Myspace page and see if the flash music plays? Crikey. Questions. Let's try that. I'm going to try it really quick. I'm going to try and get through as many of these questions. Myspace is already in the history. I haven't visited it, but it must be... it's already gone to a mobile version of Myspace by the looks of it. To get the new Myspace app for your Android powered phone, click here or download it for free. So it looks like Android and Myspace are already working quite close together. I can view the mobile version of the site or view the desktop version. I'm going to go for broken. Let's load. And by the way, that was the first time I'd loaded that page as well, so that was fairly quick. Could you please make a picture and a video and post it on your site? Then we can see how good quality is. Yeah, again, today, hopefully.